Hey all, JD Time here. It's time for another video blog. Alright, so I don't plan on making a habit of having multiple posts in a single day, so I apologize in advance for that, but I figured, the first one was just a bit of an introduction. Now we're actually going to sit and listen to me talk. Enjoy it. Now, in my first post there, I mentioned how I had changed my name. Those who know me from my previous YouTube days know me as Thyme. About 2 years ago, I decided I was not going to be using that particular handle anymore. It was an old one. It came from my college days, which are more than a decade behind me now, so it's time for a little bit of a change. Promethean was an extension of my own feeling of disconnection and outsiderness. I don't think that's an actual word, but we'll go with it. It was an expression of my feeling of being outside the rest of the world, and like I've mentioned, some things have changed. A lot of my attitude has changed, and so it really didn't fit with who I was anymore. It really hasn't for quite a while, but considering my old channel was more me trying to get rid of some of the demons that I was dealing with working at a place that, well, not the worst job ever, or not the worst company ever, wasn't a pleasant place to work, and definitely threw on a lot of additional unneeded baggage. With the changes to my employment and the changes to my health, changes to my weight and all that, I've started to have a little bit of a more positive look on life and outlook on what was going on with my life as a whole. So I decided that I needed to change my name, and I decided to go with actually a pen name that I had tried to write under back again in my college days, but really didn't do anything with. JD Time, and time spelled out like the herb, not like the measurement. So, yeah, JD Time. Don't ask me where it came from because I frankly don't know it. It just seemed kind of cool to say, and it grew on me. So now everything I'm doing is JD Time. I've got the website jdtime.com, which is really, really, really outdated. I need to actually start working on the darn thing, or get someone else to do it for me because, well, I got a basic setup done and then kind of let it sit there for a while. But that's basically the reason why I've changed and created this new channel. The old channel will pretty much be allowed to eventually go off into the ether as it already has done. I'll be posting new videos here. Now, being with that, this is a personal channel. It's going to be a vlog channel, but I'm also going to be posting personal videos here. For those who are purists, they may not like that, and I understand that, but I'm here to get stuff off my chest and talk, not to specifically cater to any particular audience. If you want to watch this, if you enjoy watching it, great. I love subscribers, but I'm not going to whore out for subscribers. At least not yet. Now, for those of you who are following me from my old channels, from the Promethean and Mind Dropping channels, you know that I have a personal policy of not actually naming names when it comes to the companies that I have or currently work for. There's a reason for that, primarily policy-based. A lot of companies really don't like having their name thrown out there unless it's in a positive light, and they definitely don't like it when it's connected to anyone's personal beliefs or statements and the like, and I respect that. The previous company that I worked for, I've said some negative things about, and I've said some positive things about, and I'm going to keep it rather anonymous. It's pretty easy to figure out who they were if you know me or if you pay attention to the channel or if you do a little bit of research. But I'm not going to name any names. It was not a good environment overall. The company itself, I'm sure, is a great company, but the people who are in leadership at where I worked do not understand the concept of empowering your employees to increase their personal morale. It was an open door policy pretty much, and I'm not talking the good kind. I'm talking the kind where 80% of the people that you hire and train go out the door within the first 6 months, if not earlier. I mean, heck, I was there for, I want to say, about 2.5, 3 years, and of my initial training class, only 3 were still working there when I left, and I was in a training class of over 30 people. Tells you something. Where I am now, much better, much better. Again, not going to name names, although again, easy to figure out. But I will say this, and if they're listening and watching, I hope they take the praise in the manner that and in the particular intent that I throw here. They understand the whole concept of improving morale, and that employee morale actually translate to customer morale, and employee morale translate to customer retention, because a happy employee is an employee that keeps the customer, especially when you're dealing with a direct voice-to-voice contact like we're doing. They value us. I mean, it's little silly stuff. Chicken and beer at the desk while you're taking calls. Silly stuff like random contests, karaoke nights, uh, rock band nights, pub quiz in the cafeteria, having a cafeteria, free soda, free lunches, pizza on holidays, multiple paid holidays, and good benefits, the whole package. A Christmas party that is just phenomenally bizarre and great all at the same time. They are a company that recognizes people like myself need to be treated properly, and that if we are, we'll stick around, will be worth the investment they've put into us, and the turnaround's going to be significantly lower, or at least the people going out the door, because you're going to get people who want to keep their job and will do just about anything to keep their job. And that's translated into what I've talked about, the reduction of my weight, the increased happiness. All of that is in part because of the fact I work for a company that actually values me as an individual and values me as an asset and an investment of the company. And so they empower me. I love what I'm doing now. I won't go into too many details, but basically what I do is I do consulting on websites, on e-commerce sites. I help out folks with technical problems on their sites. So I'm the consultant who actually knows how to fix the stuff that's broken. So I get kind of the best of both worlds in my job description, and I get to help people out, and that just makes life so much better. Sorry about the squeaking in the background, but near the 4th of July, and of course people love to do their fireworks a whole freaking week early. Thank you very much. Sorry. Anyways, so where was I going with that? Oh, well, I've pretty much gone over it with the job situation. It's great, and I hope I get to work there for a long, long time. Now, as for what's happened in my life since I stopped posting at my old channels, basically a new job, obviously, about 3 years ago, got the new job at my current place of employment, and because I didn't have that consistent bile and anger and frustration, I didn't quite have as much impetus to expel it via my vlog, and that's part of the reason why I really didn't get into it as much. It's been good though. Been working 3 years now at it. The rest of my family has had their difficulties. My brother actually went off to college. I probably, if you watch my old channel, he was the random one that sometimes filmed for me while I was doing my walking blogs, and sometimes I tried to get him to be all philosophical. Didn't really work well all the time, but he went off to college and got his associate's degree. He has since come home. While at college, he met the girl who is now his wife, and they have a beautiful little girl. Catherine, or Kit Kat, as I'll usually describe her, is pretty much the apple of everybody's eye in our family. The little girl is spoiled rotten. Rotten, rotten, rotten. I'm pretty much the unofficial videographer and photographer of the family. So you're going to see quite a bit of her, I'm sure. I'll try to put blogs around it if I can, but there will be some just general video of her because, well, she's cute, she knows it, and she plays to the camera. She's gonna be one of those. Love her to death, though. She's going to be 2 years old in October. We share a birthday month, which is cool. I stole her from my sister. See, she had a little bit of difficulty. If you go to my Flickr gallery, which is at Flickr, it's JD Smith 1021. If you look for me there, you're going to see a ton of pictures of this premature child. She was born, I want to say 12 or 13 weeks premature, despite the fact she's actually large for her age. As Mom once said in conversation, she's going to be a big girl just like her daddy. Got you, JD. And so she's actually really, really healthy, especially considering how she started out. It's been a real blessing. And so that's been a high point of our family's life, is watching this little girl go from such dire straits as a major preemie to an incredibly healthy, loud, rambunctious 2-year-old. So you'll see more of her, so I won't go much longer on that. See, beyond that, my sister has been between jobs. It's, typical product of the current economy. My father, being just shy of 60 and disabled, has had a tough time getting a job again after being laid off over 2 years ago. Um, and I can go off on my political rant there, but I'm going to avoid that for right now. Mom's also been dealing with job stuff, although thankfully she's got herself a nice part-time job that's at least helping a bit. Uh, we're trying. JD is working, as is his wife Allison, and so things are starting to look up for the family. Dad just got himself a new job, and although it's pretty much ground floor, which is hard, we're really hoping for him. And if some of you out there seeing this want to give some positive vibes, please do. We're all really, really pulling for him. At least if this isn't the perfect job for him, at least it gives him a ground floor, something he can start with, and then push off from there. That's basically it on the job front. Now, now, insofar as living arrangements go, I am living by myself again. Thank God. Um, uh, it's kind of nice, kind of a full circle thing here. Last time I had a place by myself was back in 2002, 2003, and because of some difficulties, I ended up having to move back in with roommates, and had a couple interesting roommate situations. Worst was my last roommate, who I won't go into the details, but basically left me up a creek. It's actually where I started filming my YouTube channel, is because like I said, I had that rough job. Plus, I was living with my parents again at nearly 30 years of age, because my roommate pretty much left me with almost a month's worth of rent and just took off on me. And turned out he totally screwed my rental history because of non-payments and late payments and payment arrangements and the like that he never told me about. And yeah, it's a lot of drama. Anyways, and sorry about the noise out there. We got people doing construction. I don't know if it's actually coming over on the mic, but I can hear it. And we got people who are doing fireworks a week before the 4th of July. Fireworks. And somebody will call their father, apparently. Anyways, where was I? I have lost my train of thought. Okay, I got my train of thought again. So, anyways, actually the day before my 30th birthday, got myself into a really nice little townhouse, actually. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath townhouse. I'm paying about $650 a month for it, which is really nice for this area. It meets my needs by myself. Like I said, I was not 30 years old living with my parents. I love you guys, but I did not want to be that guy. So the day before my birthday, I moved out. Been here. I'll be working on my 4th year in October. So, whew. Really nice place. Quiet most of the time, except for like right now when I'm trying to film. Well, anyways, that's pretty much where things stand right now. I would love to hear from folks who are new to the channel or who have come over from my other channels. If you have ideas on what you'd like to hear me talk about or questions you'd like to ask me, let me know. I may even try to get back involved with the YouTube community and start responding to people again. You never know. It could happen. Wow. Anyways, thank you for your time. Have yourselves a good day. Have yourselves a good life. God bless. JD Thyme out. I swear, somehow, I will get my face in the entire frame. What the heck?